Welcome back, everybody, to the next adventure here on DadBot ADV. Today, we're getting ready to take off up Express Creek here in Aspen, Colorado. Beautiful day. And this video was recorded a while back, and I've been debating whether to put it up since you can no longer ride OHV vehicles in Pitkin County. So you can check the info there popping up on the screen. But I figured I'd put this one up, give a talk about it, since we haven't, so you no longer ride up there anymore. It'd be a good video to make, kind of talk about getting active in your local community, and whether it's anything, whether you just like going out hiking trails or riding off-road vehicles. Here's a great reason why to get involved. You know, the one town here in Aspen has kind of jumped on this for the entire Pitkin County and shut down all OHV travel in Pitkin County. Check out the link below. I left you a link to their actual description of what, constitutes their OHV vehicles and laws and things like that. But here we're heading up top last bit here up to Express Creek to the Taylor Park side. As you can see, there's still quite a bit of snow left here, just wide enough for the four-wheeler to get through. Ran into a couple of guys in a Toyota truck earlier, and they had to turn around, couldn't make it. But here we are at the top. It gives you your mileage there back to Aspen. Richmond Hill Road there, 12 miles. Will put you right back at the top of Aspen Ski Mountain, right there at the sun deck. Stop, grab you a frosty cold beverage. And nowadays you got to be on a street legal motorcycle or a car, Jeep, something like that. But I've seen all types back here, and it's not super rough road, but I've definitely seen some discoveries on stock Michelin tires back here. This is not what I'd want to be on. But we're here at the parking lot. It's a great spot here off to the right here in a second. It's one of my favorite old camping spots up here down by this little pond up in the trees. There's an awesome little spot you could camp out on. This was, if you went, let's see if I get everything right. Yeah, this road takes you down into Taylor Park itself there, which is a great still off-roading area to go to because you're outside in another county. But you used to be able to link all these and come down this road and connect back over to Pearl Pass and take Pearl Pass into Crested Butte, and that was a great ride. I mean, you really get two distinct looks, coming up on the barren side of a mountain, then you flip over, and then there's all the trees and vegetation that catches all the moisture that blows in, and really cool ride to do, whether you're ATV or Jeep. But like I said, we can't do that anymore. So, but what a great place to get out, at least in a Jeep if you got it, some kind of off-road car, and check out the scenery. Beautiful place. It's not too bad of a ride here back in Aspen. There's a couple of downhill stretches that are pretty rutted out, I'm sure, this, years later. Pretty rough. You can see off there to the distance, that's kind of looking towards Lincoln Creek if anybody's come out this way and went over Independence Pass. You can do a little hike trip that I've done a few times here where you hike out over those ridges there, stay on the top of them. You'll pass one of the old ski huts over there, and you can hike down into the end of Lincoln Creek, popping out there at Grizzly Reservoir. Fun little hike. Make sure you got a map. You could get lost in there for sure a little, but it's pretty straightforward. Fun little hike. Definitely waist deep snow every time I've done it and had to cross a few creeks, so make sure it's a nice, beautiful day. Well, let's ride along for a second. Here we are headed back out towards Aspen here. It's a gorgeous ride. Used to be fairly busy stretch through here back when you could still ride OHVs, but the past few times I've been up here in a Jeep just to go camping or something, I haven't seen as much traffic, you know. Used to get a lot of riders coming over from Crested Butte. I'd love to do a day trip, leave from there, drive here, stop down there at the, oh gosh, what is the name of the restaurant there? Pine Creek Cookhouse. Stop, get lunch, have tour guides pick them up in their UTVs, ATVs, whatever they had, and then ride back around to Crested Butte in that 2.5 hour ride back. But these days, a little quieter. Just another reminder to get out there, get active in your community. Even if you're just living there short term, you're just, you know, like here, you know, we got transient workers in the Aspen area, you know. A lot of the visitors are the same, but the workers change every season from summer to winter. But even if you're there just short term, get out, get involved, keep the trails open. I know here recently Moab has had some issues with some people taking over their board, one of those regions there, you know, when you're coming into Moab on the 4-lane to your west side. Out there they have some people trying to shut down all that riding. Just another big reason to get involved, help maintain, keep these things open. I know in Moab the people that got involved there to try to shut it all down are people that aren't even from Moab, never lived there, aren't from there. Some are from, you know, shocker, Washington, D.C., Idaho, and other places just to try to shut it all down. So just another reason. Stay involved. Show the positive impacts of OHV riding, staying on the trails, no trail cutting. Showing the positive impact to be able to get out. You know, a lot of great way for disabled riders to get out or families to get out and show them nature and all different levels, whether it's in the mountains, deserts. And it's unfortunate to have that taken away at times. But you can see out here, there was a little bit of snow left here on the roads and some of these turns, but I can't even remember when this was filmed. It's obviously early June. Yeah, hopefully just kind of be a memory of what you used to be able to ride and get around on out here. I don't foresee Aspen ever allowing this to open back up. And I say Aspen because if you check the link, kind of gauged most residents in Pitkin County wanted to close it. And I think most residents live in Aspen. Twin Lakes ain't got much on it. But today we're out riding on a 2006 Honda Vincent, I believe. Maybe a 500cc, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But here we're on the fire road back down Little Annie's here, where you can take up most any car, pretty open. As long as it's the summertime, you can just ride right on up. Right behind me is Sun Deck, right in front of us there, looking out towards Pyramid Peak and the Bells. Then here in a second, we'll be looking over at Aspen Highlands ski area. You see the bowl there, steeplechase there off to the right of those big batch of trees with the chutes. Probably the locals' favorite ski spot, especially with the addition of Highlands Ale House down there. You got to go say hi to Kevin. And you can see there some of the people hiking up. What it looks like. You take the lift up Lodge there, and it drops you off, and you've got to hike the last little bit. And as you can see, it's a doozy. Real doozy to make that last, I think 700 feet is whatever it said there in the little bubbles. Great run, though. Great skiing over there at Aspen Highlands. Get a little bit of everything. Now we're heading back where we came from. You're looking back at the roads we just came down earlier there from Taylor Park. You know, I've been out here a few times when I first moved here in 2010. This used to be the area for the big high school graduation party, and they used to roll out here with a big DJ booth, music, and few other things, and have quite the party as I rolled up on it one night, and I was wondering what was going on out in the middle of the woods in the middle of nowhere. But another beautiful spot, beautiful shot here. Off there to those mountains around that corner, we were jeeping one time, and I never saw a change or trail marker. We were on a Jeep trail, and it turned into a basically motorcycle trail, and we popped out at a little old mining cabin around the corner there. Kind of a cool little spot there that, you know, it's kind of out of the way and not many people get to. As this road looks good right here, if you go down towards the pond, it becomes about basketball-sized boulders the rest of the way down for everything and gets pretty rough. And here we are coming back down the first steep part. You can tell pretty straight down drop here for a little bit. One night, me and the wife came up here to, let's say I was trying to get one last off-road trip in for the summer after summer season had closed and it started snowing. And I was like, let's go up anyways, we'll be fine. And sure enough, it had been raining enough, and then at night it started freezing. So this whole area here was just slightly dusted in snow, but I didn't realize it was all frozen. And up here in a little bit here, one of the steeper sections, I'm not sure if you can, GoPros don't show how steep it is, but we just about slid off the side of the cliff with the tires hanging off. But, going out here, we're usually always prepared. We were always ready for a breakdown, something bad happening. So we had a tent with us, had water, had a camp stove, way to make fire. So in a full-blown blizzard, my fiance at the time, who ended up marrying me, thank you, God, thank you. We ended up leaving the Jeep here at this corner in a blizzard and hiked all the way a couple of miles, 2 or 3 miles back down until we got below tree line there. And set up the tent for the night and woke up the next day, and then we just kind of wandered around looking for some hunters, because it was hunting season, that would give us a ride back into town. And a few of them turned us down. They only get 2 or 3 days on their tags, whatever, to hunt. So they were pretty committed to it, and they said they'd pick us up on the way out if we were still there. And luckily we found a guy that had already bagged one and was ready to move on anyway. So he was pretty nice, gave us a ride back into town so I could call some friends, get some shovels, come back out up here and get the Jeep unstuck on snow. And at that point the next day it had all melted, of course, and could just turn it around pretty easy and picked it up and headed back down. But that, just another story. Sometimes you get excited, get behind the wheel, want to get out, and you might miss those little dangers like this, where I thought it was just an inch or two of snow, we're having a great time, and then we get to these rocks here, and it was just a pure waterfall of ice, frozen, and we started sliding, and the tires were hanging off the edge of a 2-door Jeep, and it was getting sketchy quick. Yeah, luckily, my wife ended up marrying me after that, so she must have had some kind of fun and adventure. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, enjoyed the little info bubbles. Just put up a quick video, I was debating whether to put this one up or not. But I figured, hey, no one can ride up there anymore. At least put it up, show you what it's like. Maybe you can get up there in your street-legal Jeep, off-road car, SUV, what have you. Check the links below. Got it to your OHV rules and some affiliate links for Amazon. If anybody's doing any kind of camping, off-road shopping, check it out. That helps support the channel. Really appreciate it. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in.